saw you before you saw me. Always do. You think you found me standing by that tree. Baby, I was placed there deliberately. Watched you slow you walk, watched your chest go tight. Read your whole story in 30 seconds flat that night. Good man energy, mama raised him right. 5-year plan written behind those eyes. I could see the world before you even started. Knew you'd stay before you walked toward me, soft-hearted. I don't hunt, don't have to. I just exist and they come to read it all like a book spine. You were chapter 1 of a story that's mine. I saw you coming miles before you arrived. I saw you coming, already knew you'd survive. The warning and the wisdom is still choose to walk in. I saw you coming, baby, and I let you begin. Saw the way you left, hand up to your mouth, like you didn't want what you just found out. Checked your left hand ring, felt your heartbeat jump. All your careful little lines took a big old slump. Heard your better angels whisper, turn back now. Felt your darker hunger saying, figure it out somehow. You were drawing little maps in the sweat on your glass, trying not to name the spell you couldn't pass. I don't hunt, don't have to. I just exist and they come to read it all like a book spine. You were chapter 1 of a story that's mine. I saw you coming miles before you arrived. I saw you coming, already knew you'd survive. The warning and the wisdom is still choose to walk in. I saw you coming, baby, and I let you begin. They always think they stumble, think it's accident or fate, but I've been standing in this life for every man who can't escape. Not a trap, just the truth. I'm exactly what you see. The question was never what am I. The question was, could you handle me? I saw you coming from a long way off. Welcome, stay a little longer. You were always gonna fall. Oh yeah. I light it every evening, been doing that for years. Mama did it, grandmama did it, it's how we signal here. But I noticed how you slow when you drove past, how you parked 3 houses down and breathed before you pass. I could've turned it off, I didn't. Could've pulled the curtain, left it. Maybe that makes me something I can't name. But that porch light burning, I like that you came. Heard your engine idle, ticking, cool and low. Saw your shadow on the mailbox, hesitating slow. You were tracing out excuses on the steering wheel, practicing the face for how you said you feel. I could taste the distance hanging in the air, every mile between your house and pulling in right there. I kept washing the same clean coffee cup, just to have a reason not to give this up. The light was always on before you drove by. Ooh, the light was always on, won't pretend otherwise. Ooh, but when I saw your headlights slow, I let it burn a little brighter. Ooh, the light was always on, and I'm not sorry at all. You built a cathedral from a 60-watt bulb, and maybe that's the sweetest thing a man can do. Find the holy in the ordinary, see the invitation in what I do habitually. So yes, I kept it burning, and yes, I saw you sit there, and yes, I moved my fault. Just know that light was always on, and I wanted you through that dark. She doesn't chase, she never has, she doesn't need to. She doesn't chase, she never has, she doesn't need. I've been still since I learned what I was worth. Don't go looking, let the right ones find my porch. Still water runs the deepest, that's a fact. The ones worth keeping always find their way back. Grandmama said, baby, you don't have to run. The sun don't chase the morning, it just comes. And every flower that blooms draws its own bee. So I bloom and I wait and they come to me. Let them come, I'll be right here. Let them come. I got nowhere to fear. I don't chase, I don't beg, don't run, don't plead. Let them come. If they worthy, they'll find me. The weak ones get tired and leave. The scared ones never make it to the door. But the real ones, the ones who see me fully, they drive the state line and come back for more, and I receive them. Not because I need them, but because a woman like me knows the difference between want and weakness. Slow hands, slow burn, watch the temperature turn. Slow hands, slow burn, watch the temperature turn. Swamp queen shine with the dangerous eyes, moonlight skin and a devilish smile. Got the southern heat under silver chain, sweet like sin with a hurricane brain. Baseline hit and the floorboard shake. Every little move make the whole room make. I give enough just to start the fight and then disappear before they get higher. Slow hands, slow burn, watch the temperature turn. They don't know what they started till I make them earn it. Make them beg, pretty please. Drop down slow, pretty please. Every heartbeat sync with me, pretty please. Watch me move, take control, pull the dark right through your soul. I don't chase, they crawl to me, pretty please. They whisper my name through the cigarette haze, hands trembling trying not to break. But I already know how the story ends. They were never meant to be more than friends. Cypress trees in the Spanish moss. Every soul I touch knows who's the boss. Pour the honey slow over cracked stone. I was made from thunder, I don't need a throne. I'm the storm they pray wouldn't come, the answer to a prayer they shouldn't have sung. Barefoot in the bayou at midnight hour. Every snake and shadow bends to my power. They wanted the magic, forgot the cost. Now they're counting heartbeats they already lost. I want them soft, I want them sweet. Now they're down on both knees at my feet. Well, she is not an apology, a declaration. Soft-spoken words like a lullaby. Sundress swaying underneath the Georgia sky. Magnolia hands, pearls around her throat. Got a honey smile that'll sink your boat. She'll pour your sweet tea, look you in the eye. Never let you see the storm behind the tide. Everybody thinks they know what's there, till the room goes cold and she parts the air. She don't need to fight, don't need to scream, just tilts her head slow and rewrites the scene. Soft like cotton, sharp like glass. Everything she touches, built to last. Velvet venom, sweet and slow, planted deep before you even know. Velvet venom, soft as rain. By the time you feel it, already in your veins. She don't rush, she don't break, just moves like water through every mistake. Velvet venom, watch her bloom, deadliest thing in the whole damn room. Don't mistake the gentleness for weak, don't mistake the silence for retreat. forged in Mississippi heat, raised on loss in 2 hot summer streets. Every soft word carries iron weight, every open door, closing gate. By the time you realize what she's done, she's already gone back into the sun. Velvet venom, sweet and slow. You never felt it coming, never even know. They say I got some kind of power I don't understand, like what I do is magic, supernatural, I'm playing. But I'm just being who I am, unapologetically. Built a cage called obsession and you handed me the key. I don't manufacture mystery, I just stop performing for proximity. And when a woman stops pretending she's less, the whole world loses its mind, I confess. I don't chase, never did. What you call dangerous is just how I live. I don't try, don't need to. The most powerful thing I do is just be true. I don't chase, I don't beg, don't shrink, don't break. And if that ruins you softly, that's not mine to take. Mississippi made me. I heard your tires on the gravel, wasn't surprised. Put the kettle on before you even knocked, I won't lie. I know your rhythms now like weather in the trees. The way you breathe before you knock, the way you say please. I move slow in the kitchen cause the quiet is sacred. 2 a.m. belongs to truth, nothing fabricated. Handed you the cup, watch the way you leave your jaw. This is the real you, tired and soft and raw. 2 a.m. kitchen, I see who you really are. 2 a.m. kitchen, no armor, no guard. This is where I keep you, exactly like this. 2 a.m. kitchen, the version I won't dismiss. They think I'm the dangerous one, but look at you, undone by a cup of tea and a candle, by a woman who just handles her own space, her own quiet, and lets you sit inside it. Maybe the power isn't what I do, maybe the power is I'm real with you. She's watched it happen before, she's not the cause, she's the reader. You came in structured, buttoned up so tight, savings account and a plan and doing right. And I could see the weight you carried for someone else's dream. The man your mama needed, not the man you wanna be. I didn't break you, baby, you were cracked before. I'm just the first woman who didn't ask you to be more. And when somebody finally sees you, really sees, the armor falls off and you call it dangerous. Good men always break, not from what I take, but from finally being seen in a world that kept them contained. Good men always break, and it looks like my fault, but I'm just the open door at the end of a very long haul. I'm not your villain, I'm your mirror. Every part of you that's breaking was already breaking, just clearer. Now that you found somewhere, you don't have to hold it all in. That's not velvet venom, that's just what it is to begin. What it is to begin. The kazoo taught me how to hold on through the heat. Mississippi red clay taught me I was not concrete. The catfish taught me patience in the muddy still. The bayou taught me everything bends to its will. Grandmama in the garden at the break of day said the soil don't argue, it just takes and makes. Said a woman who knows her roots don't shake. Baby, you are what the river makes Mississippi made me. Heat and holy water, Mississippi made me. Every loss and every slaughter, you can't rattle what the storm already shaped. You can't break what the breaking already made. Mississippi made me, and I ain't afraid. So when you say I'm dangerous, what you mean is I'm whole. Unfinished men always fear a woman with a finished soul. But I was forging something ancient, something the land remembers, and I carry all of it, every summer, every ember. She's aware of what she is. She's made peace with it. There's a cost to being exactly what you are. Men drive all night and come back with new scars, and I carry that, don't pretend I don't. Some nights I wonder if I should, but I won't. Shrink myself to fit a smaller frame, play confused about the power in my name. Because the moment a woman owns what she is, she becomes a story, not just what she gives. The cost of knowing is carrying the weight of every man who came too close too late. The cost of knowing is the silence after, when they realize I'm more than what they came after. I pay it every time they walk away changed. The cost of knowing who I am is that nothing stays the same. Yeah. But I wouldn't trade it, not a single night. Not the porch light burning, not the 2 a.m. light, not the cypress tree moment, not his jaw going slack. Cause a woman fully herself don't need to hold anything back. She reflects on the whole thing. Power, choice, satisfaction. That they want this show, I give them slow back arch, slow still the whole flow said pretty please. I rewrote the terms. Now every room I enter, everybody learns. Move it just right on every light. They holding breath like they forgot the night. Bounce to the beat, feel the good pull. Every step I take intentional. Make them beg, pretty please. Drop to the knee, pretty please, pretty please. I set the turn, pretty please. Can't breathe, pretty please. Make them beg, pretty please. On the stage, pretty please. Watch how I move, pretty please, pretty please, pretty please. Pretty please, pretty please, pretty please. I knew from the cypress tree night, I knew you'd drive past 3 times before you stop. Knew you'd sit in the dark before you knock. Knew you'd try the highways, try the Sunday pews. Knew you'd reach the state line and come back to choose. I knew about the brother and the Warren talk. Knew about the prayer you prayed before the wall. I knew all of it, wore it soft like pearls. Because a woman like me has seen this world. She already knew. Before you spoke, she already knew. Before your heart broke open, she already knew. And she let you come, because knowing isn't power unless you choose to use none. The real power isn't in the knowing, it's in choosing to receive. Letting something real be growing while you're watching him believe. I could've closed the door, could've turned the light off, but some men are worth the fire, worth the cost. She already knew, and she opened the door anyway. She already knew. That's the whole story. That was always the whole story.